Hi everyone, it's Christina and I'm here to talk about my learning journey through ABA 628. So a lot of the interventions that I use I've kind of picked up through previous courses and they've really been successful for me. So I kind of start out my week with a study routine where every single day I have, 2 to 3 hours. I set aside 2 to 3 hours a day to do something related to school, whether that be reading reading one of the chapters or studying my SAFMEDs, looking up terms that I didn't know, maybe watching a YouTube video, something like that. So I have a set schedule every Monday through Saturday, and then I take off Sunday because that's my family day. So when it comes to the SAFMEDs, something that's been very successful for me is the Quizlet app. I learned that way back in 620, I think, from another student actually, and it's been awesome because you input all the data on the first, when you get your first deck, and then it can play little games and things like that throughout the day. So when I have, 5 minutes here or 10 minutes there, I just look at my, basically study my SAFMEDs cards without having them there. So I do that throughout the day as much as possible, sometimes up to, 10 times a day. If I'm waiting for a student that's in another group or something, I can just be on my phone studying that. So that's been helpful. Something else I do, and I've done from the beginning, is when I print out my cards, I highlight some of the key terms and then underline or box around the words for faster recall speed. Because if I spent all my time reading this entire card, my time would be up. So I do this for all of the cards. So that's really helpful for faster recall. Also, I've learned this class actually, or maybe it was last one. This class I started doing a weekly data sheet for my SAFMEDs cards, for my A cells, my D cells, my neutral timings, and my trial runs. And that's actually been helpful in several ways. For the end of the week, like your participation, your SAFMEDs assignment that we have to do, I just look at the one data sheet and I can say, okay, this is where I started, this was my A cell at the end of the week, this was the date, this was my A cell, this was my D cell. So it helps with that. Another thing it helps with is I've been doing an average timing of my neutral deck. So in the beginning, I was kind of just picking up the deck, grabbing cards and running a 30-second time trial. My data got a lot of variability when I was doing that. So now I decided to run an average. And back when I was doing the entire SAFMEDs neutral deck, 600 cards or whatever it is, I forget the number now, I'd have to look back at my table. It was, I'd run like 19 trials. And so I would have that information on my data sheet. So that was pretty helpful too, to see like, I started at 20 trials of my neutral deck and then I got it down to 17 trials, which means I'm getting faster. So that was something that I just recently started and that's been helpful. Another thing that I use on my phone is called the ABA Wizard. It's a test prep technology app and it's for the BCBA exam. And it just has like different categories like measurement and foundational knowledge. And so you click on that tab and then it gives you all kinds of questions. And then it actually, if you get the answer wrong, it tells you in Cooper where to find it, the page number, and what the information, the correct information is. So that app has been pretty cool too. I've been using that after we learn the concept, because doing it beforehand I would just get them all wrong. So yeah, I kind of have a lot of strategies and interventions that I've been using, and I've really been learning a lot and enjoying learning from all of you guys. So that's it. Sorry if it was a long video. All right, take care everyone. Good luck on the final. Bye.